Good morning, everyone. StrifeCal. We played some more Pokémon Reborn, and I found a cave. After wandering around in the desert for a long time, I figured out I wasn't going south enough, and now we are at the entrance to Sugaling Cave that I should have gone into earlier. Cavern in the sand, huh? Not sure how this place doesn't just cave in on itself, but I could say the same about myself. Seems good. I guess we'll be less likely to be found in here. Okay. So this, the gimmick of this place is that there are these little, like, oh boy. So there's these little sand traps, basically. And I'm gonna be honest, I may not have written enough notes for this section. We'll see if I can figure the puzzles out, or if it's going to be really frustrating. So there are multiple paths based on these little drops. And apparently there are a bunch of encounters. Great. So just for the record, I do have a pure incense on Ishtar, which, while I was outside, was negating pretty much all of the encounters. And is now... Oh, I'm not sure if I'd even still be out here now if it weren't for you and that red-haired menace back at the water treatment center. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's like 4 different paths here. When you fall in one of them, it takes you down to the next floor. Did you fall down here on purpose? We're never getting out of here now, are we? Dibs on the left side of the cave. Nice. So there's multiple ways that you could drop down. There are multiple ways that you can climb up into sometimes new areas, sometimes back up into the same area. And if you fall down a second hole from the bottom floor, it's supposed to take you back to the beginning of the dungeon. All the way back. So, that is a lot of stuff to keep track of. And as we know, if there's one thing I am good at, it is keeping track of multi-layer maps, not retracing my steps over and over again. These are things I'm great at, especially when I don't have a full map in front of me. So now, if I'm reading this right, I can go in that hole to get back up. Can I drop down here? No. Okay. So dropping down here should take me back to the entrance of the cave. Wait, isn't this the entrance? How did we get back here? Does this mean I don't get the left half? It does. Okay. So I think we're just going down all of these until we find what we're looking for. Now, there may be a more efficient way to find everything we're looking for, and that's the part where I'm like, part of me wishes I had just written some notes about this, on which paths to take first, at least. But you know what? Whatever. It's gonna be what it is, and we'll figure it out. It's gonna be worth it. This has... So our goal here is to find some statues of Arceus that are buried and push buttons on them. And doing this is going to open a third path. Or a fifth path, I guess. It's going to open another way that we currently don't have access to. Which actually, judging by the looks of the giant stairway in front of us, is probably going to be right in front of us. And honestly, that's probably good that it's... If we find it early, that means I know where not to go. I may burn... Honestly, I will probably be burning... burning some repels here as well. Just because this sounds like it's going to be a lot of walking around. We are running low on repels. This is the last cave we need to go to before we continue into the next town, at least. Wait, I know this place. Let's get a closer look. I was here before you. The statue wasn't broken. How long ago was it? I'm going to trust that we can double tap this Maractus and see if I can catch a Crustle? Question mark? I just realized we don't have one, and while it's real easy to find one to catch, figure it's here. I'm just gonna crunch and hope that it survives. Nope. Okay. Wasn't expecting Heatwave to do that much, but it is a bug type. There should be stairs here. I guess they've flattened out this slide to keep others out. Again, can we look around some more? There should definitely be a way to get past here. Okay, as you can see there are two Arceus statues on the left and right flanks, and that's what we're trying to get to. So this is going to take us back to the entrance. Luckily, there are only 2 more paths that I can see, so that should be a good sign. Lots of seeds, which can be really good for setup if we know what the field is going to be and have a strategy that can support it. I think we had a way to buy those as well right now. See, this is where I'm starting to get a little bit worried because, so this is now 1 over from where we were before. And rather than just having a few options, this is giving us 5 more options. 6. So if we get one of these wrong, we may have to go back to the beginning. If this isn't the right one, we have to go all the way back to the beginning, basically. Probably switch to a different Pokemon as well, but that's also gonna hurt our... We've only got 2 left who can even get levels at this point. I can't switch because I can't go back to town without losing more friendship rating with him. Yeah. Draco Plate. Okay. That's a choice. Yeah, that's kind of what I guessed, is that there's a lot of these that are just not worth it. So like this, now we have to go back all the way and walk through. So you can see how this is going to get old, because we have to do trial and error to get through all of this. And I'm really bad at remembering, because I already don't remember if I went through this one or this one. So I'm going to go through neither. Oh, that's the same place I was just in. Okay. Why would you encore that? Oh, Chatot. You're bad at this. And that answers my question of why I wasn't switching other Pokemon in. Because they're all ground types. And I don't have good other good Pokemon to deal with ground types. Okay, so that was that one. So let's try this one. This is promising. Maybe supporting to my father, but the one you should watch is for serious. Yeah, we talked to him about that. We're starting to get duplicates. There were a ton of different dialogue options. The notes I've got, one of the websites I went to mentioned that there were like 36 different dialogue options for wandering around with Paka during this section, which is incredible. Like, between him just commenting when you walk into certain places and just the general conversations you can have with him. Already through 3 repels. Kind of what I figured was going to happen for that one. And this looks like, oh, sorry for always being such a burden. Okay, Yeah, in this case, the burden is that you're standing on this X speed that I'm trying to pick up. You could just, there's something by your feet. Jeez. Yeah, let's just bullet punch to make sure we hit it before it goes underground again. We get a free heal at least, so. Okay. So this is another entire section that could be, or of where it could be. So this one almost certainly goes back to the area right next to where we were. So I guess let's start with this and go around. That one just automatically tosses you to the beginning. The worst part is there's no guarantee that this actually takes us where we're trying to go. By the way, I'm assuming that's the one that it's going to take us to if we drop into the one right next to us. So I guess let's work our way up. Yeah. The walkthrough that I normally use literally suggested saving frequently and not being afraid to restart your game. Which was a good sign, right? Okay. I mean, it could be worse. I am at least relatively confident that I haven't accidentally gone in the same hole twice. He said as he started second guessing himself. Okay, so we're gonna go in this one next, and then we're gonna go right to left on the top row. Which honestly feels wrong, because the one on to the left feels like it's off to the side the most. You know what the best part is? This is one half of it. We have to do this again on the other side. One more max repel down. Okay. That at least took us somewhere. All of these... Okay, so yeah, that was right. You know what I might do to help with this? If I equip Vortex. Currently he has... Oh, no, he's still got his normal item on, the Assault Vest. But there's like no special attackers that we're dealing with right now. So what I might do is give him 4. We're gonna give him the magnetic lure. That's gonna guarantee that we only run into Pokemon we haven't seen before. And the trick here is that the Pokemon we haven't seen before at this point are Boldore and Crustle, unless there's some rare ones. Should be a button on the statue. Guess we have to hit the second one too. I vaguely recall doing this before with my father. Okay, 1 button down. So my thought is Crustle and Boldore are both rock types, not ground types, which means that using Meteor Mash against them is going to be more effective than it would against the general population of what we're running into. Now they both have Sturdy also, so okay, Cacturn as well. That's fine. That means that Chatot is going to use Heat Wave, which is going to one-shot the Cacturn, break Sturdy on the other one, and then we Meteor Mash. He also missed with it, but you know, whatever. Okay. So no indications on this as to where we're going to need to go. Let's just do a quick check on how many there are. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Huh? Okay. You know, that was actually going to be my guess. I can come back through here and look for items later. I want to focus on the story stuff, and honestly, mindlessly going through portals over and over again, like, there's still obviously going to be some important items here that we want to go get. I guess not obviously. There's a good chance there's items we're going to I don't know. But there's so much other stuff going on in this game. And at this point, there's literally like 2 items. Just as a reminder, my notes for this section are: work your way through the vortexes, push the buttons for the left and right statue, then go in the top vortex, and that's where all the important stuff that we're looking for is. So, yeah. I know there's a bunch of items in this area, but almost all of them seem to be disposable items, whereas the stuff past the Arceus statues is where we're going to start getting, you know, the TMs, the Megastone, stuff like that. And the Pokemon that we're here to get. I think it was this one. Because this is cave. I can't even read this. What's the point? What do we use for this? I think we start with Samo. I remember now. When I was young, my father took me here with him once. It was before he really got involved starting Team Meteor. We explored these ruins together looking for something. To be honest, it's one of the very few positive memories I have with him. I feel uneasy about this room. I can't remember why, but I feel like we should be careful. Hey, Rafe, I remembered why. Run. So these Garchomp statues are going to fight us as Garchomps. That's what I was afraid of. We do not get partners for this battle. I'm gonna see if we get healed between battles at least. This may be a bagel special. We do get healed. Okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna take these out, or we're gonna take a few of these out if they're in our way, but I'm not gonna focus on it. We can't catch them because it counts as a trainer battle. You can see it says Pokemon statuary attacks first. They use that to create situations where you can't capture the Pokemon in question. This is forcing us to fight Garchomps without actually letting us catch a Garchomp. Yet. And that's one of the big pieces here. Is one of the 3 things that I'm hoping to get here is a Garchomp. Garchomp is awesome Pokemon. And it is also one of the favorites of my viewers, and I would like to give them their Garchomp. Their bitey Garchomp. We are just getting more and more good Pokemon, and it's probably going to lead to problems eventually. In the form of I have, you know, several boxes of fully trained Pokemon that I probably don't need. I realize that there are people who like play Pokemon with one party. This is genuinely how I play Pokemon for the most part, is just like, I mean, sure, but I could catch all of them, and then I have a cool idea for how to build this one, so I'm gonna EV train it. At least the EV training on this one in this game is easy compared to some. Still takes a while though. It's you know, 16 fights per Pokemon, and then you have to level them up, which, you know, we've got enough candy that we can usually do that, but the way we get that candy is with those trainer battles, either at the circus or in the Grand Hall. Eagles are stomping this. Like, seriously. There's something extremely amusing about this little puffball just mowing down an entire room full of Garchomps. Now they're 10 levels lower, and Fairy is strong against them, but it's still an amusing visual. All right, heart attack over? Yeah? You're shaved off my life? Yeah. I don't think they'll follow us out here. I can't believe I forgot about that. He told me at the time it was some kind of trial left for us. Can't help but think it was absolutely not necessary. That's fair. Oh, I don't have Metagross in front anymore. This might be bad. We're gonna go Giga Drain over here and hope that Chatot finishes off Drapion. I'm not counting on it. But Cross Poison is 4 times strong against Big. We have a whopping 1 Pokemon left who can actually gain levels. So I guess we're bringing a Nevian in. I think at this point I'm going to bring Vortex back out front with the Magnetic Lure because that gives us the least encounters. Really? Big empty fields with literally nothing. Just to make us walk around and get more random encounters? Jerks. We've got 2 repels left. Maybe 1. That technically could be the last one. Oh, it's literally all right here. Okay. Stone Edge. I wonder if that was his TM. He left it here. He probably intended for me to use it someday. You should take it. I'm not going to live up to his corrupted legacy anyway. Another one. Seems like there's a button here too. Not gonna lie, I was high-key worried I just condemned us both to death by having you press this place's self-destruct button. Seems like there are sand pits on the ground that weren't there before. Pretty sure Father prayed here when we came before. Okay. Well, just realized that we have to go back through the... Just realized that if we fall here, we have to go back. Oh, okay, never mind. Sounds like we can go through any of them. There was somewhere below there, too. Oh, I remember. This is where my father met his Garchomp. It was just a Gibble at the time, and... Oh, I'd forgotten. He tried to get one for me, too, but I didn't want it. I don't remember why. When he left, he said I ruined the whole trip by not catching one. So much for positive memory. Forgot about that entirely. Maybe I should have just gone with it, even though I didn't want to. I was just a kid. I probably didn't have much of a reason. But then again, maybe refusing to take the Pokemon he left for me by our bloodline was just proof I'd eventually leave them and come here with you. So I still don't want it. But if you want to look after a Pokemon like that, I'll support you. I think it may not come out through the most normal means, but I remember something about having to leave an offering and then coming back later. Great. Talking about an offering, these basins are probably where it was left. It seems like there's a lot of them. Used to be much larger and more influential. Falling into decline is just a way of the world. If you happen to have anything Pokemon might like... Oh, we can put a Pokesnacks in there. That should be enough. Hopefully something will come for it. We'll just do a loop and see what happens. Escape rope we can't use. I have a bunch of Pokesnacks, so... Impish Mint. I am looking for one specific item as we're wandering around here, which honestly shouldn't be a hidden item, but oh well. Tradition of Honor. I'm not seeing the item we're supposed to be finding here. There should be a Mega Stone, which honestly, the fact that I just walked by, I've probably walked by that and didn't see it a few times, says a lot about me complaining about not finding things. Yeah, there's several just items sitting out in the open that I haven't gotten yet, so I will stop complaining. I think that's our last repel. Dragon Gem. Shard. We have to make ourselves scarce if we want something to come through. So do we have to like drop to another floor and then come back? There it is. Good. Metachamite. Given that room upstairs, I was expecting a Garchompite. Then again, there's no way my father would have left that. He didn't ever Mega Evolve his Garchomp while fighting us. Okay, there's a ladder, right? I think we have to go up the ladder and then back down. Seems like there's just crumbs. Confused, but okay. There it goes. Startled Pokemon attacked. I don't have a good way to weaken this. Okay. Got it, huh? You know, I'm kind of glad. I don't care about family or tradition or anything like that, but it'd be sad if this place, if this place and that Pokemon were forgotten altogether. Consider this a gift from me. I give you my history so that I don't need to walk in its shadow. That's actually... I complain occasionally about this being a wordy game. Also has some really awesome lines. It's very well written. So, with that, we have successfully explored the Mirage Tower, Sugaling Cave, and Technite Cave. We've wandered around the desert aimlessly for far longer than I would care to admit, and which honestly it wasn't actually that as bad as I'm probably making it out to be, but it was a decent chunk of time. Which means there's only one place left to go, and that is into the train yard. That will be for next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.